Hi, good morning, guys. Sorry about the mess in the background moving. This is my first video of season 12. I'm just getting up in the morning. When I get up in the morning, I usually look at my blog first and read the comments on Twitter. So this what drove me to make the video today. Um, Watching the episode on Sunday was really opening up for the season and opening up for the drama. I've been watching Housewives 12 years from day one. 12 years. And the show has its times where, the drama intensifies or maybe lackluster drama. But I see for season 12, a lot of things are being going to be nitpicked apart of what people said, how they said it, etc. Okay? If you've been watching the show as long as I've been watching the show, you will know what is petty drama or what is perpetuated drama. I like Portia. I love Portia actually this season. I started liking Portia last season. After she had the baby, she got more likable. Um, Instead of being nasty or instead of trying to be the good girl, like she's done in the past. And Portia is my age, so I would think Portia would have been stepped up to the plate with this, but she came late within her seventh season. She came and she delivered to me as far as personality and everything as being a housewife. But okay, when new housewives come on board, they are really tried. I'm going to say their first season, their freshman season, they're always tried. They are came for. They get ambushed by some of the vets or some of the OGs. It's just what it is. They have to test the girls out to make sure the girls' skin are tough. Their skin is tough, so they can see if they can last within the group. Okay, I love Eva. The thing is with Eva, I've followed Eva's career all her life from America's Next Top Model till when she had her show on TV1 till say now when from the Sea Rock commercials, Puffy and all that. I've always watched Eva's career. Eva was really trying to come on being nice with the girls, trying to just be laid back and being cool, which I knew it wasn't gonna work. I knew it wasn't gonna work because I know the housewives. So I knew they were gonna try to comfort her in their confessionals. I knew they were gonna try to read her in her confessionals, which I just don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when they do that, but it is part of the show. So I get my little life from it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Um, as long as it's, good shade, as long as it's, a light read, that's fine. That's what the show is for. Now, but as far as as far as the season being in your second season, that's the time where you redeem yourself. And you say the stuff you have to say that you couldn't say your freshman season because now you know the game. Okay, so the scene with Cynthia, Candy, and Eva when Cynthia was picking out the dress for Pride. Eva went in. I don't disagree with anything Eva said or how she said it because this is the thing. Everyone says something on the show about each other. Everyone has threw each other under the bus. And some people have added gasoline to the fire. So therefore, when they had a discussion at the Barbie party between Kenya and Portia, Eva was not there. So therefore, Eva doesn't know what was said or how it was said. As you can see, a lot of people are not looking at that. A lot of people online, especially on Instagram and the Housewives of Atlanta blog, they're not looking at that. They're looking at Portia's my girl, so I'm going to take up for Portia. Portia's my girl, so I'm going to. They're coming for Portia. No, they're not. Portia's my girl this season too, but Portia, you do have a lot of things going on, and I know you have to do your job in getting the drama started, but you did put yourself out there. So when Eva responded, I don't see why it's so shocking or why you're clutching your pearls, because you said it to King. You had a conversation without Eva there. So therefore, Eve doesn't know what's going on. So when she said that you need to be worried about your man and and everything, that was true. When she said you need to be worried about your C-section healing, that was true because you're worried about her kids. That's the only thing she said. Then now, as far as the brat ass on this nation show, talking about what she's talking about, the daughter with the boat. Cynthia said that the baby girl looked like Genesis. She said, yeah, she said, yeah, with the bow. With the bow. How was she talking about the girl? What part of this that I didn't hear that you guys heard that she was talking about the baby? You think she would actually talk about a baby? Come on now, everybody, let's use our common sense. Because just because she said something about Portia, she has the right to. She didn't talk. She didn't down her. She didn't do nothing. She went in on her, and she was supposed to. If she wanted to, she could. But she didn't dog her out. So I just don't want everyone to start uh, this false movement that Eva is talking about someone's child or she being mean to Portia. No, and Portia would know how to blow this stuff up to make it go her way. And when she does that, I cannot ride with her. I only can ride with what's right, and if it's right, it's right. You know what I'm saying? We know we're watching the show. We know it's gonna be drama. We know they're gonna go back and forth. But when it's stuff that it's not truly what that person meant, you can't make me think anything else. Can nobody make me think anything else? No one in the comments, no one in anything. And I like to go back and debate about it. I like to go because I'm not always right. But when I see something that I know that's correct, as far as respect or as far as how things are done, yes, I'm going to say something. A lot of people have biased opinions because they have favorite housewives. I've had my favorites over the years, but with me now, I've always liked all the girls. All the girls always get clean slates for me every season at the beginning. Everyone gets a clean slate. Um, except, except season 11. Season 11 really started off where it left off at for me. Because of the Nene against everyone and all that. I just think Nene should have. Nene should just not be so mean to everybody, not be quick to jump the gun. Because then you isolate yourself. And you have to work yourself back in the group because Nene thinks because she's the so-called queen, which is not true. All of them are queens. That she can basically talk about people or be mean to people, and people are supposed to let her go through the motion of what she's going through, then come back into my life. No, you can't do that. You can't just no. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I don't like the person in and out of my life, and that's causing unnecessary stress. So, Cynthia, I definitely agree with you on this one. As far as do you. You're part of the group. You've been a part of the group for the longest, so you don't need me. No, you don't. With the Kenya situation, I'm glad Kenya's back. I'm really glad Kenya's back. I'm glad she has the baby. I don't want Kenya to let um, the evil stuff get too heavy. I know they're gonna fix it, so I don't really have too much comments off that. Those girls will deal with that. Will they deal with that? And um, I'm sure they'll both handle it the right way. What else? With Portia, the dinner situation, kind of knew that was going to happen. You kind of knew what you were stepping into when you rushed into a relationship last year. And he was still dating other women. He has a nightclub. He has his own money. So therefore, Portia was forcing some of the things on him as far as the house situation. She had her own house. She didn't want to move. She didn't want to, you have to compromise. Stuff leaves the house. But you should have made that man feel more of that he was getting what he wanted to. He was getting what he wanted to. Portia thinks just because, she's a housewife, she's beautiful, she has a bigger body, she looks good, that that's all the ingredients of keeping a person happy or keeping a man. No, especially a younger guy in his 30s. You know, I'm not saying that Dennis is right. I'm not saying that at all because I think that was horrible that he did that. I'm just saying, Portia, don't let yourself go through the woes like this. I know you're postpartum, so I get it, and I hate that he did that. But I just want you to be stronger because you are strong. You have a baby girl now, so you can be strong and you can get through this. I already know. What else? As far as the Wendy Williams interview, a lot of you guys are saying, well, I Googled the housewives, what they get paid, uh, and all this. Let me tell you something. If a person that works at a company tells you what the ball figure of who's the person in charge of, or well, not even in charge, who's the person making the most, or who's the person accumulating the most for the company, who's the company paying the most to out of us, I think Kenya would know. I definitely think Kenya would know before you guys researching blogs on Google and everything. I think Kenya would know. I've heard it before. I've heard it when Nene was gone. I've heard Candy's been making money, the most money since season 8. She wasn't nothing but 100,000 behind her anyway in the season 5 and season 6. So it wasn't like they was making a really big difference because Candy was still making more money off the show. But as far as season 8, yeah, and Candy's been on there the longest. Candy's been on there the longest. So therefore, she has pulled. Candy has had 5 shows on Bravo. Five. 5 shows. So what do you think? Who's the HBIC for real? That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't give yourself these names when it's not factual. You can't live up to these names. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. You can't. I love all the girls, but that's just what it is. But these are my thoughts so far on this season. I'm definitely going to be saying more. Definitely now, especially on here. I was kind of nervous about getting my channel started, but now it's on because social media can be so mean and so backwards with the way they're thinking because they're thinking of selfishness. They're thinking from some people are thinking from a selfish place. I'm not saying everyone because I can't say that because a lot of people I do agree with. A lot of people we agree with each other, and that's just fine. But I don't I don't disagree with the people that are selfish. I disagree with the people that are selfish. I'm just not. I just don't be mean to them. I just don't try to force my opinion on anybody. I just try to give it how it is, just straight and real. And that's how I've been from the jump, straight and real. So please tune in, continue to tune in. I'm going to do random videos everywhere. I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to give the opinion while it's hot and while we're talking about these subjects, okay? Thank you guys. Have a great day.